Hello students, today we are going to start the last part of chapter 4 atomic structure and chemical bonding. In the last class we have already done about electrovalent or ionic bonding which takes place due to transfer of electrons. Today we are going to discuss about covalent bonding which takes place due to sharing of electrons. Okay, so what is a covalent bond? It is a bond which is formed by the mutual sharing of one or more electrons between two non-metallic elements. So always remember, covalent bond is formed between non-metallic elements. Mutual sharing. That means you give one, I'll give one, we'll form a pair which forms a bond. Each atom contributing one electron to the electron pair. So we can say a covalent bond is the force of attraction which arises due to the mutual sharing of electrons between the two atoms. Now, the number of covalent bond depends on the number of shared pair of electrons. As you can see in this orbital diagram, one electron is shared by each hydrogen atom forming a single covalent bond. Here you can see the electronic configuration of oxygen, that is 6 valence electrons. It is deficient of 2 valence electrons. Similarly, the other oxygen atom also is deficient of 2 oxygen atoms. So what do? They share 2 pairs of electrons. In that case, you see the electronic configuration becomes stable of each oxygen atom, 8 electrons in each valence cell. So, since 2 pairs of electrons are shared, it becomes a double covalent bond. Triple covalent bond is formed by the sharing of 3 pairs of electrons. As you all know that in the case of nitrogen, the number of valence electron is 5. So, it is deficient of 3 electrons. So, what does it do? It combines with other nitrogen atom and says 3 pairs of electrons. In that case, you see 6, 7, 8, 6, 7, 8. So, triple covalent bond is formed. Okay. And the number of electrons contributed by an atom for sharing to form a covalent bond is called covalency. Okay. So, what will be the covalency of nitrogen? 3. Because the number of electrons shared by each nitrogen atom is 3. Covalency of oxygen will be 2 because each oxygen atom shares 2 electrons. The covalency of hydrogen atom will be 1. Now let's see what are non-polar and polar covalent compounds. Okay. So covalent compounds are of 2 types. Now they are said to be non-polar when said pair of electrons are equally distributed between the two atoms. No charge separation takes place. Okay. For example, hydrogen molecule, chlorine molecule, oxygen molecule. Now the covalent compounds are said to be polar when the shared pair of electrons are not at equal distance between the two atoms. Okay. So this results in the development of fractional positive and negative charges on them, and they ionize in water. For example, hydrogen chloride. That means the shared pair of electron is not in the middle. Okay. Is not at equal distance between the two atoms. So this leads to the development of fractional positive and negative charges. Now covalent bond is formed when both the combining atoms have 4 or more electrons in the outermost shell, that is non-metals. Already I have discussed that covalent bond is formed only by non-metals, and hydrogen can combine with all non-metals with the help of covalent bonds. Now I am going to discuss with you few examples of covalent bonding which is in your syllabus. First one is hydrogen molecule. Now you know that hydrogen has only one valence electron, so it wants to attain duplet. Okay, that is 2 electrons in the outermost cell. So you can see here one hydrogen atom, one valence electron, other one has one valence electron. So what do? They combine. Okay, when they combine, they share the 2 valence electrons. In that case, a single covalent bond is formed between 2 hydrogen atoms, leading to the formation of hydrogen molecule. Okay, now this is the electron dot structure. Electron dot structure means here the number of valence electrons will be shown by dots. Okay, now let's move to chlorine molecule. Now what is the electronic configuration? 287. So it will become stable if it attains the electronic configuration of 288. So you can see here before combination, here also 7 valence electrons, 7. So what do? They share 1 electron each and forms a shared pair of electrons forming a single covalent bond. You can see here. And now you see here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and here also it is 8. Now it has become stable. Okay. Now let's move to nitrogen molecule. Okay. So nitrogen molecule, what is the electronic configuration? It is 2,5. That means it has 5 valence electrons. It combines with another nitrogen atom which has 5 valence electrons. So it needs to share 3 pair of electrons. Okay. So you can see here the sharing of 3 pairs of electrons. So 6, 7, 8. Here also 6, 7, 8. Now they have become stable. But since 3 pairs of electrons are shared, so it forms 3 covalent bonds. Now next let us move to hydrogen chloride. Till now we have been discussing about non-polar compounds, but hydrogen chloride is a polar compound, partially charged. Okay, as you can see here, hydrogen has 1 valence electron, chlorine has 7 valence electron. Now how can they be stable? They can be stable by sharing 1 pair of electron. Okay, so 1 electron from hydrogen and 1 electron from chlorine forms a shared pair of electron. Okay, you can see here. Now both of them have stable electronic configuration. But what is the difference? Hydrogen has duplet configuration of 2 valence electrons and chlorine has octet configuration of 8 valence electrons. Okay. Next, let us move to the formation of water molecule, which is also a polar compound. So here also hydrogen has 1 valence electron, oxygen has 6 valence electrons. So oxygen needs 2 more electrons, hence it combines it with 2 more hydrogen atoms. As you can see here, after combination. Now here, what do you see? Oxygen has 6 valence electrons plus this 2, it becomes 8. 6 plus 2, 8. Okay, and hydrogen has become stable. 2 valence electrons here, 2 valence electrons here. In this way, a water molecule is formed by the combination of 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. Why 2 hydrogen atoms are needed? Because the number of valence electrons in oxygen is 6. So it needs 2 more electrons and hence 2 hydrogen atoms to be stable. Next comes ammonia molecule. Now, what is the electronic configuration of nitrogen? 2 and 5, and hydrogen it is 1. Okay. So what happens is that you can see a nitrogen, it has 5 valence electrons. So how many electrons does it need to be stable? 3 more electrons. That's why it combines with 3 hydrogen atoms. Okay, bonds. How you see? Nitrogen have 5 valence electrons, one from this hydrogen atom, one from here, one from here. So it becomes 8 valence electrons. So you, okay, between how many atoms? 4 atoms, 1 nitrogen atom and 3 hydrogen atom. Next, let us move to carbon tetrachloride, which is a non-polar compound. Carbon, the electronic configuration is 2,4. That means it is deficient of 4 valence electrons, and chlorine, as you know, 287, deficient of 1 electron. So you see here, carbon, since its electronic configuration is 2,4, it has 4 valence electrons. It needs 4 more valence electrons. That is why it combines with 4 chlorine atoms. Okay, so what happens to the electronic configuration of carbon? It becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It becomes stable, as well as chlorine atom also becomes stable. As you can see here, chlorine, no, it was 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 1 from carbon 8. In this way, 4 single bonds are formed between carbon and chlorine atoms. Okay, you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 single covalent bonds are formed. Then comes methane molecule. Carbon, valence electron 4, hydrogen 1. So what happens? Carbon combines with 4 hydrogen atoms, which has 1 valence electron, forming 4 single covalent bonds. Okay, as you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so a methane molecule consists of 5 atoms, 4 hydrogen and 1 carbon atom. Okay, and how many bonds are present? 4 single covalent bonds are present. So you need to practice this diagrams. Okay, thank you.